Yes, hello, welcome back, everybody. I am your host, Lovely Marshall, and we are doing things like always, where we are celebrating things for us as powerhouses. Yes, that is exactly what we are doing. We are accelerating things for powerhouses. And so today, you guessed it, people are asking about how do I change my LinkedIn? How do I update this URL? How do I go about optimizing it? We are answering all of these questionings here for you all. And so we just wanted to be sure that we provided you with all of those amazing insights to ensure that you were great. So let's get into it without further ado. Alrighty, so where is our first step? So the very first step we're going to do is we're going to go to linkedin.com. So you will see linkedin.com here on your screen. You're going to see it. This is my home screen. You'll see that it says my network, jobs, messaging, notifications, all of that. So want to make sure that you are in the right space here. That lets you know exactly where you need to be. So while I am waiting for you all to get there, I am going to give you all a little bit about myself. I am Lovely Marshall, the Eventbrite millionaire. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the book is coming out. I have not been going live. I have been heads down. I did my J.K. Rowling and Stephen King moment where I am only focusing on my book. But because of the book, I was updating my social media profiles and I remembered this was one of the questions. So I wanted to be sure that I provided you all with that information. So I am answering one of the most frequently asked questions about changing and optimizing your LinkedIn URL. Whether you are a job seeker, entrepreneur, business professional, your LinkedIn URL is more than just a link. It is your powerful branding tool. So let's first get into it. Where do we go to for this? I know a lot of people have questions about this. So where you're going to go to is you see where it says me here. You can hit this triangle button and click down and hit view profile here. Or what you can do is you can go to where you see your name, where mine says Lovely Marshall. Again, under your profile picture, you can click it there as well. Most often people, because as you all know, I'm all about optimization. I don't want to have to click down and do it. I always just go ahead and click on my name, Lovely Marshall, again, the Eventbrite billionaire. So now we're like, okay, now that we're on the page, Lovely, what do we do? How do we go about doing it? So everyone should see your information. And if you do not have this information available to you all, where you're just open to work, where you're open to do various things. I have open to work all the time because I teach so many classes about product management. I teach classes about how to be an AI consultant. So I want to see what's coming up to me. So if you are a person who is a coach and you're a teacher, you should be open to the things that people will be searching for your customers by, to ensure that you also understand the challenges and the dynamics of it. So what you're going to see right here towards the right of the profile, you will see this profile language, and then you'll see the pin, and then you can see the public profile and URL, where right now mine is www.linkedin.com/n/I am Lovely Marshall. Now, before we go through and make any changes to this, I want to be sure that you understand how powerful this is. You can be able to use your LinkedIn URL as an alternate website. Do you see here that this says linkedin.com/Lovely Marshall at the top? You are able to utilize this as your URL. And what is the most common thing? I don't care what you're doing. If you are a speaker like myself, before I go on any podcast, they're like, hey, lovely, what's your URL? I have been featured in the CEO Weekly and New York Weekly and all of these amazing magazines. And the first question is, before they ask for Facebook or anything else, they're like, what is your LinkedIn URL? That is how impactful that is. And so some people may not know how do they go about doing this, especially those of you all who are in the job search. So you don't want just a generic thing that LinkedIn gives you where it's lovely 32567. You want it to be concise and you want it to be easy and memorable. But we recognize that things may change. For instance, I had people who they got married. Congratulations. And now they're like, my name went from Jones to Marshall, and I want to be sure to update it. So this is why it's important, even for those things. So to go about doing it, the pen is your friend. Yes, the pen is your friend. So you want to ensure that when you go about doing things, that the pen is your friend. So once you click on this, it is incredible for you to ensure that you have all of the information available to you, so that way you can be able to see it, learn it, be able to grow with it, everything. So what you're going to see here is it's going to open up in a separate screen. So it opens up in a second window. We were here, and now once you click on the pen again, the pen is your friend. So anywhere you go on LinkedIn and you see the pen, the pencil, the writing tool, whatever you want to call it, that is your friend. So once I clicked on it, it brought me to a new screen. Now you can see that it says edit your public settings information. And where you're going to go to here, again, the top right, is it says edit your customer URL. And right now mine is LinkedIn, that I am Lovely Marshall. What is incredible though is you don't have to worry about things. So before, it was Lovely is Your Story because I was using my company name before I got an official company page. And if you want to know how can you set up your company page to have a beautiful profile like this, definitely check out my YouTube channel where I provided this. If you are on LinkedIn, you can be able to scroll through my channel as well, and put through my profile, you can be able to search up a company page and it will be pulled right up. But see, listen, it also used to be Lovely Marshall / Eventbrite Millionaire / 581-733-332. So this is the number that LinkedIn gives you, but they have emojis on there. That doesn't help. Now I understand it's my name, so it has it, but emojis won't ever help. It's going to get a miss URL. So now where we're going to go to again, the pencil is your friend. You're going to click on this pencil here. And now it states your custom URL must contain 3 to 100 characters or numbers. Do not use spaces, symbols, or special characters. So now you know what the limits is. Because I am updating my name to go with my branding for my book, Eventbrite Millionaire, that will be released all over the world on April 15th of 2025, I want to do that branding to let people know, like, hey, listen, I did not just think about this. And if somebody else are like, well, I made $1 million off of Eventbrite, too bad. Oh, so sad. I told my story first. So mine is the Eventbrite Millionaire, and I want to get that first because it is so crucial. Someone else got Lovely Marshall, and so because they did that, I had to do I am Lovely Marshall for everything. I'm not going to be that late on Eventbrite Millionaire. So now I'm updating it to Eventbrite, and you want to make sure you can spell it, that it is spelled correctly, because this is important to you. I did this before where it was Love E and I forgot the L because I was typing so fast. So please make sure you want to triple check this. So mine is Eventbrite Millionaire. And just to let you all know, I am not affiliated with Eventbrite. I just have made a lot of money off of Eventbrite and I want to be able to tell my story about it. I think Eventbrite is amazing. And so many other organizations are, especially LinkedIn. I call myself the LinkedIn powerhouse because of all of the amazing things that they have. So Eventbrite Millionaire, no affiliation to Eventbrite, just am so grateful for this amazing platform to be able to allow me to make millions off of their platform. So then what you're going to do is go ahead and hit save, and now you have it. And I'm going to go back here where I'm going to refresh the page, and now you will be able to see. Okay, it didn't do it. It refreshed it over here where you could be able to see it, but it didn't do it here. So let's go ahead and put it in the URL ourselves. And now you can see it does show Eventbrite Millionaire at for me, and it comes up. What's incredible though, remember when we went back to that page again where we go back to that pin, my old name is still going to be listed there. So for instance, right now I'm doing a lot of branding, as you can see, even within this podcast view, it shows that it's I am Lovely Marshall. And I love LinkedIn for this. Listen, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, y'all need to get this together, because what it's so impactful is that while I am figuring things out and making those edits, if people did go to me and they clicked on the old link for me, they can still get to me. Versus like right now for TikTok, if I go to TikTok, it doesn't show me up at all. It's like, oh, this profile isn't done. It doesn't recognize that I linked to something else. And so kudos to you all. I love all of the LinkedIn professionals, the amazing team, the product team, engineers. Thank you all so much for leveraging that and realizing that people can still find me based off of old usernames. I really, really appreciate you all for doing that. Now, the downside of that is you can't be able to use that for anyone else. Like they can't be able to do that. But I do love this. I love that you can be able to do this for LinkedIn. So now, as we talked about, it is available. That is our new name. So we're going to go home just so that way we can be able to see it, see how things are done. This is linkedin.com/feed. This is the home screen that everyone else will see. Again, when you go to me, it's going to state it's going to state linkedin.com backslash in backslash Eventbrite Millionaire, and it still shows up with me as Lovely Marshall Eventbrite Millionaire. So that is incredible. Wherever I go to, if I click on my business one, it's going to then share that business information too, that you all could be able to see when I'm viewing it as a member. This is what it is. So remember, we talked about the URL. So now for my company one, it's backslash Lovely Marshall. So what's incredible is that whether people get me through Lovely Is Your Story, Lovely Marshall, Eventbrite Millionaire, I have several other books that's coming out of the 8 Powerhouse series journey that will all be released in January. Really excited about that. But you can be able to find me. And I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I wanted to just take a moment to share this valuable information about how you can go about updating your information. It is as simple as 1, 2, 3. It did not take long at all that I wanted to ensure that everyone had the insights on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful